Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the I Rate Your Squads series. On to episode 20 already, which is a madness. So thank you guys, as usual, for the continued support on this series. We are going to get another 2 episodes based off of this tweet right here from June the 15th. And as you can see, already, 2 days later, it is pushing up to 150 replies, which is a madness. So thank you guys so much for anyone who has submitted their squads. Really do appreciate that. We're going to get through 12 submissions in this episode right here, and then we'll get another one over the weekend where we'll get through another 12 as well. And then, of course, next week we'll put out another tweet and we'll keep it rolling because you guys love this series so much. Now, the market is a mess right now with all these super packs, so chances are we should be able to do a lot with people's squads, hopefully. So picked a couple of good ones today, picked a couple that need quite a lot of work, so it should be a good episode. Now, before we jump into it, of course, a massive shout out to the MVPs and the GOATs of the channel. For the MVPs, we've got Heisenberg, Panda, Amru, Todd, John, Harry, Spooky, Will, Harko, Patrick, Cole, Joaquin, Safe, and Bog. And the GOATs, we've got Eric, Ice Cream, Jason, Cody, and Z. Really do appreciate you guys. And if anybody else wants to get involved and help support the channel, there's a join button down below. If not, the top line in the description will show you how it is done. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our first squad of the day. Tyler comes in and says, I'm really looking to upgrade my point guard. I have about 100,000 MT to work with, possibly centre, but I don't mind David Robinson. Love the videos. Thank you for the content. Thank you very much for the support, Tyler. I appreciate that. So we've got the OG Spotlight, Malcolm Brogdon, which, not going to lie, back in the day was a fantastic card. In the middle of June, I'm not too sure, but back in the day he was great. We've got Paul Pierce at the 2, Tom Heinsohn at the 3, Kevin McHale at the 4, so a Celtics theme going on in the middle there. And that continues off the bench as well with the Aaron Baines, Evo'd, Terry Cummings, Caron Butler, and Derek Rose, and then Joe Chi. Okay, so yes, a couple of players need to be upgraded, that's for sure. So Aaron Baines, power forward, just get him sold as an Evo. There's no need to have him realistically. He's not the best card in the world, even after his Evo. So I definitely recommend getting rid of him. You can buy someone really cheap right now, like a Danny Manning. A Darius Miles is reasonably cheap because he's in these super packs. And Larry Johnson's also pretty cheap. And then Terry Cummings as well isn't the best, but I think at this point in your squad, you might as well keep hold of those Galaxy Opals. Caron Butler isn't the strongest card either. So you could just get a Pink Diamond Gerald Green, someone like that, to have in at that 2 guard position. And then the centre position with D-Rob and Joe Chi. I would probably recommend spending that little bit of MT that you've got on a Eddie Curry, because he's only at the moment about 50,000 MT, which really is quite cheap for how good he is. So I would say get Eddie Curry in, and then that leaves you a little bit of MT for that bench, the starting point guard position, which you can get the Amethyst Isaac Bonga. So I don't think you'll be able to afford the Pink Diamond Wes Unseld. But if you can just about scrape enough MT for Wes Unseld and Eddie Curry, then I would say those 2 players will really take this squad to another level. That would be my idea anyway. That would be my advice. So for a rating for this one, we've got a couple of nice players, but overall not the best squad. So we'll give that one a 6 out of 10. I'm going to be trying to be a little bit more harsher with my ratings. So I know a lot of you guys say I'm too generous. So I'll give that first one a 6. So don't come at me and saying that I'm too harsh, because I'm trying to listen to you guys in the comments. All right, next up we have got Jack. I don't really play style. Money with Wallace, and have about 50k MT to work with. Sold Miles and put in Mel Daniels. So we've got Penny, Daquan Cook, Danny Manning, Ben Wallace, Sean Bradley, Dwayne Wade, Nick Batum, Cam Reddish, Darius Miles, and Joe Chi. He sold Darius Miles to Mel Daniels, which I probably wouldn't have even recommended. Not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have recommended that. Ben Wallace, I would say get him sold. He is now one of these Evo cards. There's no point in trying and Evo him. He's just way too much work. So just get him sold, get a bit of MT back in for him. Centre position definitely needs some work. Sean Bradley, as good as he is, words are tough sometimes. As good as he is at 7'6", he is like 65 speed, 70 speed, something like that. It's really quite bad. So Sean Bradley, as good as the height is maybe OP, he's not going to be a great centre out on the floor. So I would recommend getting rid of him. And again, with that 50k MT, I would strongly recommend getting Eddie Curry, because he will transform your team. He is literally that good. And then your bench is already okay, filled with some nice budget players, and you don't really have too much MT other than that to play with. So we'll give that one they are very solid cards. We'll give that one a 7 out of 10. We'll give that one a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have got EQ Mincy. It says, hey JD, been watching your vids for a month, thank you very much. I have 35,000 MT, don't know what to do with my team, planning on selling my Gary Payton, and I don't know who to upgrade. Okay, so we've got a couple of interesting cards in here that you don't really see on too many squads. I'm not sure what's happening on the bench. I mean, you've got too many players that you don't need to run a 13-man rotation. That'd be my first advice. 13-man rotations are not needed in this year's 2K. Just put all your MT into 10 players, master their releases, master how they play, master their animations, and you'll be set. You don't need the full 13. Off the bench here, Alonso Mourning's got to go. He's got one of the worst releases in the game. He is so bad, so get him sold. Yeah, the glove as well, get him sold. Jump shot's not the best. It's got a little bit of a weird hitch in it, so get him sold. Victor Oladipo, another card that I've used, and I really did not think he was great. He may look like well, I know he is a Galaxy Opal. He is a Galaxy Opal, but he does not play well like one, so I'm going to say get Gary Payton sold, Oladipo sold, John Havlicek sold, Darius Miles keep, Alonso Mourning sell, and then I guess you can keep Jeff Teague and Joe Caldwell right here. So you can have Jeff Teague at the 1, Joe Caldwell at the 2, Darius Miles at the 3, Danny Manning at the 4, and then Horace Grant at the 5 maybe. I probably wouldn't recommend that because he's a little bit small. As for the starting lineup, got the Robert Parrish, which is a card you really don't see too much. Dennis Rodman, Jeff Green, Dick Barnett, and Jeremy Lin. So again, a very mismatched bunch of players. Dennis Rodman is, they've done him so dirty. I really wanted that card to be great, but he's so bad. His jump shot is awfully broken, and his animations are so bad. So Dennis Rodman, the worm, he's got to worm his way out of this squad like ASAP. He's really not it, so get rid of him. Jeff Green is fantastic, so definitely keep him. Robert Parrish, I would recommend selling him, and again, get Eddie Curry in, because Eddie Curry is just better than Roe Parrish. Dick Barnett, I guess, can stay. And again, Joe Millin, probably recommend getting rid of him, bringing in a Westenseld or a Galaxy Opal Draymond Green. And then at the 4 right here, you can get I think I've already recommended Danny Manning for the bench. So for the 3 and the 4 right here, you can get someone like a Larry Johnson for the 3. I think that's a good shout. He could come in. Or a Gerald Green for a bit more offense if that is what you're looking for. But yeah, make this a 10-man rotation. Sell up the Galaxy Opals that really don't play to that level. And just really focus in on getting that 10-man rotation set. But an interesting squad. Again, I'm going to be quite harsh. We're going to give that one a 6.5 out of 10 because those Opals are not good. Those Opals are not good. Next up, we have got Solares, who says, could you rate my team? I have Pierce now instead of Cam Reddish. So we've got Ben Simmons, Tracy McGrady, the OG Moments Giannis, Wilt at the 4, and Manute Bol. And then off the bench, Wes Unseld, Joe Caldwell, Dwayne Wade, Cam Reddish, LeBron, Greg Oden, Jonathan Isaac, and D-Rob. So Manute Bol at the 5. That ain't it, Chief. That is not the wave. I know he's 7'7". I know it's fun to use him, but he's just not that good. So Manute Bol, he got to go. This Moments Giannis, as good as it is, it doesn't have the range extender, which is so important at this point in the game, especially where every new card they drop basically has range extender. The fact that this Giannis doesn't have that, it is a bit of a knock on it. So I would say get him sold. I don't know how much he sells for exactly, but I would say get rid of him. And then you've got a significant amount of your MT in these 2 cards right here. A significant amount. I would say sell Tracy McGrady. Keep Ben Simmons if you really like him. Sell Tracy McGrady. And then you can bring in someone like Jimmy Butler at the 2. You can bring in Pascal Siakam at the 3. Move Wilt to the 5 would be my advice. And then bring in like a Jeff Green at the 4 or something like that. Or spend a bit more and get Andrei Kirilenko at the 4. That could work. And then off the bench, Wes Unseld is good at the 1. Jeff Caldwell at the 2. You got Paul Pierce for the 3 now. And then, yeah, the 4 and 5 I would say need some work because Greg Oden ain't really it, Chief, and you don't really have a good 4. You've got Jonathan Isaac, but again, no range extender, and at this point of the game, that is quite a problem. So get Darius Miles for the 4, and then for the 5, get yourself Eddie Curry. I think those changes will make this squad just that little bit better. So in total, we will give that one it does still have Ben Simmons and Tracy McGrady, so it is very strong. We'll give that one a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have got my guy, Agents Towel. I created Twitter just for this. What a guy. What a guy. I run the Bucks 5 out and like to rim run. My shooting guards are my 3-point hunters, depending on how the game is. I need a taller rim running point guard. I have 300,000 MT, but I'm willing to grind TTO for more MT if possible. Keep up the work. Good. Keep up the work, you absolute donut. My guy, thank you for the support as usual, buddy. Wes Unseld, Kobe, Josh Smith, Kareem, Marc Gasol, off the bench, Dwayne Wade, DeMar, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Hakeem as well. Oh boy. Okay, so if you want a different point guard, the only other real options right here are Giannis or Magic Johnson or Draymond Green. But Draymond Green is pretty much the same as Wes Unseld. So Giannis and Magic Johnson and Ben Simmons as well are your 3, but I would say Giannis and Magic Johnson are the 2 better options. So if you've already got the 300,000 MT, just sell this Dwayne Wade, move Wes Unseld to the backup 1, and then bring in, like I said, Giannis first. If not him, then Magic. If not him, then Ben Simmons. They would be my 3 recommendations for that position. And other than that, this squad is absolutely ridiculous. So shout out to you, bro. That is an incredible squad. Congratulations on getting Kareem. That is very, very impressive. So that's a nice score. We'll give that one a 8.5 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. We'll give that a 9 out of 10. We'll give that a 9 out of 10. Next up, we've got Kevin, who says, hey, JD, this is my lineup at the moment. I got that LeBron, this LeBron here, for 9,000 MT with a diamond contract and the Adidas Superstar. He has a 94 3-pointer now, very nice. I'll have 200 to 300,000 MT by the end of the week, and I'm willing to sell the glove and green, but I like that LeBron James card, and I run the Hawks playbook. Okay, so Dennis Johnson at the 6'4" point guard, not the best in the world. Paul Pierce, Larry Bird, Dennis Rodman, again, Marc Gasol, and off the bench we've got the glove, Gerald Green, LeBron, Ken McHale, and Eddie Curry. Good to see Eddie Curry out there in this squad. Okay, so if you're happy with LeBron, stay with LeBron, that's absolutely fine. You can keep Gerald Green, he's okay. I would say get rid of Gary Payton because he's just not that good. He really isn't that good, so Gary Payton, get him gone. I don't think he sells for a crazy amount right now because he's not very good. But you can get in someone like Amethyst Isaac Bonga, who will genuinely play better for you than that Gary Payton. And I know that because I had Gary Payton and I had Isaac Bonga, and I preferred Isaac Bonga. So yeah, get Gary Payton sold. Starting lineup, Dennis Rodman, he's got to go. Defensively, rebounding, yes, incredible, but any shot he has to take, he is a liability. And as soon as he's got the ball in his hands, he's a liability. So Dennis Rodman, he got to go. You can promote Kevin McHale to the starting power forward if you want, and then for the backup power forward, just get someone cheap like a Danny Manning. Or if you do manage to get this much MT, then get Galaxy Opal Spicy P. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Get Galaxy Opal Pascal Siakam for the backup forward because he's really cheap and he is absolutely incredible. Other than that, a very nice little squad, bro. We'll give that one 8 out of 10 from me. Next up, we have got Nate. Hey, JD, love the vids. I'll take any suggestions. Keep up the good work. And by the way, I'm getting Larry in a couple of days. Well, shout out to you, bro, because that Larry grind is no joke. We have got the dynamic duo for Dwayne Wade and Bosch. So we've got Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade. We've got the Kobe. We've got Jeff Green, Chris Bosch, Marc Gasol. Off the bench, James Harden, Joe Caldwell, Danny Manning, Chris Stapps, and Hakeem. And then we've got the Kevin McHale here as well. So you've got 50,000 MT to play with. So I don't think there's that many suggestions I can actually give. I would say that Marc Gasol isn't the best. His release is a little bit slow, which is a bit of a pain. I would probably recommend selling off Chris Bosch and then the Dwayne Wade as well, because Dwayne Wade and Harden obviously aren't the biggest point guards, and realistically at this point of the game, you're probably going to need a lot of height there. So yeah, I would say get a sizable point guard in, and again, we've rattled them off. Wes Unseld, Draymond Green, and Isaac Bonga are going to be the ones that you can afford, realistically, because you don't really have the MT for the top tier ones like the Giannis, Magic, and Ben Simmons. The Evo Chris Stapps as well, I think it's probably a bit of a waste for your squad off the bench, so I would recommend selling him. You'll get a lot of MT back for him, I think, and then just get yourself, like I said, a Galaxy Opal Pascal Siakam. You'll still have a lot of MT to spare, and then you can use that in other positions as well. But a nice little squad, very nice little squad. We'll give that one a 8.5 out of 10 because I like that one. Next up, we have got Angel, who says, I'm trying to upgrade my point guard position and I'm getting Larry Bird. What can I improve on this team? So, Penny Hardaway, Jimmy Buckets, Pascal Siakam, Kevin McHale, and Joel Embiid. Fantastic. Dwayne Wade, Paul Pierce, James Worthy, LeBron, and D-Rob. Okay, so D-Rob is definitely a weak spot in this team. That D-Rob card ain't it, Chief. That D-Rob card ain't it, Chief. And LeBron as well. I know we had someone earlier on in the video that said they like him, but personally, I don't think he is that incredible. Penny Hardaway as well, not good. Yes, really nice driving and everything, but his player model is so skinny, he gets bullied around the place. It's not good, and his jump shot isn't the best thing in the world either. So Penny Hardaway, got to go. Point guard position, yes, definitely does need an upgrade. Amethyst Isaac Bonga will be an upgrade over Penny Hardaway, in my opinion. As mad as that sounds, it will be, because Bonga's release is just that little bit better, in my opinion. But other than that, bro, the Butler, Siakam, and Embiid trio, that's fantastic. And then the backup center, if you can scrape a bit of MT, get yourself an Eddie Curry or a Dino Raja, because Dino is dirt cheap right now. But a nice little squad again. We'll probably give that one an 8.5 out of 10. Next up, Kev, need new point guards. Bro, everyone today needs these point guards. What to do with tokens? Interesting. Okay, so we've got Luka Doncic, Rudy Gay, Kawhi Leonard, Larry Bird, Kareem. We've got Dwayne Wade, Glenn Rice, PG, Jerry Lucas, and Hakeem. And he's got 4,000 tokens to play with. Oh, damn. That is insane. What to do with the tokens? I mean, you don't need any of the opals, do you? So I would say just hold on until they next update the token market, unless you really need MT, but it doesn't look like you do. Hold on until they next update the token market, And if there's no players you want, just spend it all on packs, man, in the token market. Just spend it all on packs. Convert those tokens into MT, because realistically, none of the Opals would realistically get into this squad, because this squad is already insane. Your backup point guard definitely needs a bit of work, as you obviously allude to in your message. So yeah, you've got the money, ball out, get yourself Pink Diamond Giannis. I think right now he's about 300k, which is really damn cheap because he's in these super packs. So 300k, Pink Diamond Giannis, get him in this squad, get him in the starting lineup as well because he is that good, and then have Luka Doncic running off the bench. But that is the strongest squad we've seen today, I'm going to say. So we'll give that one a 9.2, 9.3. Next up, we've got Zach. Hey, JD, I'm currently selling my Magic Johnson right now. I will have about 600,000 MT when he's sold, wanting to pick up a starting point guard and a backup one. And I'm willing to grind out anyone. Keep up the quality content. Thank you. What is with point guards today? This is a complete coincidence. Well, apparently everybody is in need of a point guard. But the rest of the squad is mad good. Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, Larry Bird, Joel Embiid, and off the bench, Jimmy Buckets, Andre Kirilenko, Dave Cowens, and Marc Gasol. So Dave Cowens isn't elite in my opinion. His jump shot isn't the best thing in the world. So Dave Cowens probably got to go. Who could we bring in for that position? You can just get one of the new Evo Opals. So someone like a Darius Miles Opal could come in there because you've got the MT to play with it by the looks of it. So that could be really nice. So you've just sold off Magic. So I'm assuming you don't want to buy him back, obviously. So again, I'm going to say Giannis, and then I'm going to say Wes Unseld. Giannis at the 1 in the starting lineup, and then Wes Unseld at the 1 at the backup lineup. That would be my advice. So hard to give a rating on this squad, but if you put those two cards in, so if you had Giannis here and Wes Unseld here, that's a 9.4. That's a ridiculously good team. Right, next up we have got Aiden. Hey JD, big fan. I run the Heat 2013 playbook and Peekaboo. I have 350k right now. I need a new point guard. Who doesn't? Or shooting guard. Okay, that's nice. And I would like some help. Thanks. I'm grinding for Bird right now as well, so I might have Pierce. Okay, so Wes Unseld, Dwayne Wade, Joe Caldwell, James Worthy, Siakam, Johnny Embiid, Wilson Chandler, Jeff Green, Danny Manning, and Kevin McHale. All right, so Kevin McHale at the 5 ain't a good vibe. That ain't it, Chief. 5'10", 5'10". Oh, can you imagine? 6'10". That is not a good height as a centre, in my opinion. I would never run with a centre realistically under 7 foot. I don't think I have all year. Maybe we've run with a couple at 6'11", but I would never go under 6'11". So 6'10", McHale, much better suited to that power forward position. I'd probably say it's to sell Danny Manning, move McHale to the 4, and then bring in Eddie Curry at the 5. That'd be fine. She's got loads of MT. At the backup 2, get rid of Wilson Chandler, bring in Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler, and then put Jimmy Butler at the starting 1 and Joe Caldwell off the bench. No, actually, keep it the other way around. So, yeah, keep Joe Caldwell at the 1 here, or in the starting lineup, and then have Jimmy Butler off the bench, because then you've got the defensive presence of Wes Unseld, you've got the shooting of Joe Caldwell, then downhill you have the shooting of Dwayne Wade, and the defense of Jimmy Butler. I think that's a smart move. And then other than that, I mean, you could get the new Dikembe, or not the new Dikembe, the old Dikembe Mutombo, and do his Evo, if you wanted to, for a backup center, to really ball out, because I think he's about 200k right now. But let's not forget, it's 1,500 attempted threes, which would take a ridiculous amount of time. But a nice little score right there. We'll give that one an 8.5 out of 10 from me. And then the final team of the day, we are going to have OG go to scoring threes, peaking, and deep hash, replacing Pascal with Bird and Tom with McHale. Need a backup point guard. Who doesn't? Oh my days. Why does no one need a power forward or a small forward? I have 89,000 MT, very specific. This is an older pick. Just sniped a Gordon Hayward for 25k. All right, Gary Payton, Kobe, Rocco, Pascal Siakam, the Pink Diamond 1, Hakeem off the bench, James Harden, Paul Pierce, Larry Keenan, Tom Heinsohn, and Marc Gasol. So he said he's going to replace Tom with McHale, which is a good vibe, definitely. Larry Keenan gets sold. He's just not it, Chief. And then also get Gary Payton sold, because again, he just is not that good. So you'll have a bit of MT to play with. And again, it's going to be the same guys that we've recommended throughout this video. So a Wes Unseld in at the 1, or an Isaac Bonga if you don't want to spend too much. And then at the backup 3, get yourself the... Well, actually, no. Get yourself the Galaxy Opal Spicy P. Upgrade that point guard, Pink Diamond 1, because why not? It is a nice little upgrade. And then at the backup 3, get yourself a Galaxy Opal or a Pink Diamond Darius Miles, depending on how expensive he is. Because that Galaxy Opal is going to be mad. It's going to be mad. And that's going to do it, guys, for the first episode of this tweet. So as you guys are watching this video, I haven't recorded the second one yet, so if you want to get featured in the video over the weekend, you still have a chance. So make sure you go to this tweet right here, June the 15th, 6:02 p.m, and reply with your squad, how much MT you have, and make sure it's a good quality picture as well. That definitely helps. That's going to do it, guys, for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.